Good afternoon. And certainly, it's just a great feeling. Night and day from losing. There's nothing harder than that. And just really, really good and happy for our team. Really proud of the guys. The biggest thing this week was getting back on our feet and going back to work, and because the schedule's not going to go away. So just really, really pleased with the way the guys prepared, the way they kept focused on things that were important, and certainly today showed up and competed the full 60. It wasn't perfect, but it was really a good effort by everybody. And to that point, I thought we really played good complementary football today, and that's when we do that, it gives us a chance to have good outcomes. And whether it be the kicking game, which we thought we had some opportunities there. Reese punted really well. That first punt was a really big thing for us. Obviously the field goals, Drew did a great job there. And then I think the return game really was a big factor in the game too. And we were hopeful that we'd have some opportunity. We just done a good job returning those things. And we thought with the hang time that their kickoff guy and punter had that we might have some chances. So the guys did a great job there on top of it. And then huge play in the game in my mind was Jamari's interception. They're driving the ball down there. We're down about the 25, something like that, and he came up with that pick, and then we come back and get a field goal off that. So just a lot of good complementary football, guys playing, feeding off each other a little bit, and just proud of the way the guys responded and have responded this way. So good second half for us certainly, and just again feels good to get the win. Feels great to be in Kinnick and get the win here, and just want to compliment our fans. I thought they were a really big part of the game. They were really into it, really loud, and appreciate that a great deal. So that's it. I'll throw it out.
Start with that week.
Two things. I mean, the honest answer is I was really more focused on us getting 4. I didn't want to think about being at 3-3 right now, and that's it's just how it works in season. Everything's week to week, and one thing in any league, certainly in the NFL and certainly in college football, if you lose back to back, it really makes things hard. So it's kind of just a staple, but it's all about getting back on your feet and getting back in the fight, and our guys did a great job of that. And then as far as the 200 part, it's just you got to be lucky, you got to be in the right place. First of all, you got to be with a lot of good people, and that's coaching staff and support staff. A lot of people are involved in this. And I've worked with nothing but great coaches my entire career. I've been lucky wherever I've been, and then most importantly, the players. And just got off the radio with Pat Anger, being on there with Gary, and got Jonathan Bavina, who great to have the 04 team back here. And Jonathan, to me, almost epitomizes what it is, because he had 3 really good years here. He had 2 where he couldn't play. 01 he missed it an entire year with a broken leg from spring ball, and then in 03 couldn't finish the year out. And then goes on and plays 12 years in the NFL, raising a family. Just what a great, awesome guy. Plus he's a golfer, which is 2 D linemen, him and Claiborne. I'm off on a tangent here, but anyway, that's what the game's about. The guys you get to work with, and having all those guys out there today, because that team, boy, it was all about response that year. That was much fun. We were 2-2. I think there was some negativity back then too, So anyway, but it was week to week. And that's what's going to be the rest of the way for us this week, this season as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, really, just for the amount of times that we had a short field today was huge, and I think that makes our job a lot easier when we don't have to travel 30 yards to just get into enemy territory. So for us to already start, and I think it allows us to be a little bit more aggressive, and I think it really just that's the momentum and the pace that we're able to play with when we're able to use the momentum of the defense, and then we're able to get off the ball like we do, and especially when a run game's working like that. I mean, it's pretty easy to get a team on their heels when we're playing like that and really playing good complementary football. I mean, kind of as I said, win or loss. I mean, we're making progress, and I think as Mason mentioned, the wide receivers had their best week in practice this week, and I think the pace that they're playing with. Today, when I'm able to hit Seth, and that was man coverage, and for us to be able to make plays dynamically, and for us to convert on the third downs that we're doing, it's huge for our offense, and we're just continuing trying to get better. Yeah, I mean, that's huge. I mean, that's what we're trying to do every single week. Whether we win or we lose, we're trying to get better, and I think that's kind of probably the most thing I'm most proud of this week is I didn't feel like there's any lack of intensity or any times where our mistakes really influence the pace of the game or our momentum, and for us to like you said, put two halves together. We knew going into halftime, that was our opportunity. That this is our opportunity. I think it was Coach Lester that mentioned it. He's like, all right, we took care of the first half, but let's go out there and let's finally play a full game of football. And I think we were able to do that today.
That's been from first quarter. Like that's how we always come to the game as a mindset, as a team, and as a quarterback, as an O-line, my O-line, they always come to the game. We go continue to pound them. It's there. We just got to open it up. It's there. You just keep reminding me to cut back, and it's there and all that. And I do it, and just be successful. So I feel like it's both for me. Like I like being a both player where I can use my speed or I can be physical. That was the big thing. I was as I told some of you guys here, to be more physical and to pound people if they're my way. So that's what I'm doing more of this year, and showing what I can do as far as that too. So like I say, I always say I give praise to my O-line, man. Like I said, if it, another one be possible without them. So, like I always say, they scored the touchdowns, I didn't. So, I just go back to, just staying focused and keep my mind straight because we still got more games to go. So, my focus now is just on Michigan State now. So,
last month, so just like when you make a play, like the crowd, like it reacts. As we haven't had that in the last two games. Our crowd travels well. Minnesota is pretty packed. Ohio State is pretty packed. But something about making the big plays at Kinnick and the fans get involved and the crowd gets going. You kind of just it's a natural thing just to feed off that. I don't know if it's a stat, but it's just one of those things. First off, we congratulated KF on his 200 wins. Second coach ever to do it in the Big Ten. That's just unimaginable to me. How many teams he's coached, how many situations he's seen, how many games he won. If it was an easy thing, everybody'd be doing it. If it wasn't a hard thing to do, it'd be more people on the list. And there's two people on that list in the Big Ten. So I just think that it's a testament to how hard he's working. Obviously, just the testament to the Iowa athletics program and keeping him around. Just seeing that going with him was the best choice. But we gave him a game ball. Got pretty wet in there. Everybody was throwing water at him and stuff. So it's pretty exciting.
I think it definitely helped our morale a lot, our confidence. Looking forward to see how we attack this week and going into next week and keep building on this momentum that we created for ourselves. A little bit of both. You got to have great coaches. You got to have great scheme. You got to have great players. And we're fortunate to have both. And I think we tie those in together along with the discipline and just focusing on the basics of the game and trying to be the best at the basics, so it all comes together.
I wouldn't say satisfied is the word that we would say. I would say happy. We're happy about the way we played today. I think thinking back on it, there's a lot of meat left on the bone still. I think there was a lot of plays that we broke contained and we could have had even more sacks. So there's a lot to improve on. We're definitely going to enjoy this one for 24 hours, but after that, it's time to work on those little things that we can improve. We were very excited. They were moving the ball well, and for them to have 0 points come out of that was really big momentum shift, I think, for us.
I think, the defense did a great job putting us in good field position. We, there's a couple field goals we had in there, and we can obviously learn from those, but punching it is our number one goal. And I think, we did a great job of the line. The receivers, Kay did a good job, getting us out of a couple looks. And everybody did a great job just putting that in the end zone. That was everybody's touchdown, not just one guy. And, a lot of people are probably going to see the scoreboard and say that looks like a lot of offense, but I think it was just a great, complete, full game. And that was the first time we've done that, I think, all year. So, it's taken a little time, but I think our team did a great job responding this week and put together a real great team win out there.